Hi everyone, it's the Cake Lady, and as you can see, I'm not in my cake design studio. I'm actually in my makeshift, it's like a guest bedroom slash sewing room, and right now, oops, right now is also a very high-tech room because it is housing a 3D printer that is on loan to us. So there's this guy that we go to church with, and right around the time of the quarantine, he talked to my husband and said, hey, I have this 3D printer, and you know, you don't really use 3D printers all the time, not every day. And he said, what if we keep it at your house and your son can learn how to use it, and then if I need anything printed, I'll just send him the file and he can print it for me. And in the meantime, you can use it and learn how to make 3D printed things. So it sounded really cool. And my son and I have done a little bit of research on YouTube, thank goodness for YouTube, right? And we have done a couple of things, printed a couple of things on this 3D printer. So what I'm most excited about is this is a game changer for my cookies, because now I can 3D print cookie cutters. If I can't find one at the store, which I love cake stuff, they usually have what I need. But there have been a couple of times where I've needed a particular cookie cutter and they just don't have it. So now I can 3D print my own cookies. So just for example, I needed a cookie cutter as a shark. I need a shark cookie cutter and a mermaid tail cookie cutter. So I did find this tin cookie cutter for a shark, just in case we couldn't figure out the 3D printed cookie cutters. But last night, I printed my first cookie cutter. So I made a shark. I'm super excited about this. The reason it's yellow is because Joann's had their filament on sale and they only had yellow. So that's what we're gonna do. But let me show you what this 3D printer looks like and how it works. Before I can print, there are a couple of things you have to do. You have to find an image or design an image. Well, I haven't figured out how to design an image yet, but there are a couple of websites you can go to. The one I've been using most is called Thingiverse.com, and you can just search for any kind of design and it will pop up. If they have it, if somebody has designed it, it will pop up. It's kind of like Pinterest for 3D printing, kind of. Some of the prints will cost, some of the files will cost, but a lot of them are free. And so I've been downloading the free ones. And what you do then is you take it into they call it a slicing program. Basically, you put it on something that looks like your bed of the printer, and then you get it to size, you arrange it however you want it, and then you slice it, which is basically like saying print. And after you slice it, you put it on a little SD card, which goes in here. It's like just a little thumb drive for your computer. You save it on your SD card. The SD card goes in your printer, and then you call it up on your info screen and you're ready to print. So here we go, let's check it out. Print. Now there's two mermaid cookie cutters, which is what I'm making, and I think it's this one. Okay, it's all heated, and here we go. This is exciting stuff, guys. Now, it doesn't happen very fast. I think it said on the file, there it goes, now it's sticking. I think it said on the file that this one takes about an hour and a half to print. So this is definitely one of the things you can walk away. This over here is just kind of like, I think, a perimeter, just kind of making sure it's on the board where it wants to be. Alright, so we'll come check this out in about an hour and a half or so. Doing. Hopefully we'll have a mermaid tail when it's all said and done. Okay, so I came down here. Recently, we first did a couple of the printing jobs. We checked on it like every 5 minutes, and I guess I got a little lazy or complacent, and I hadn't checked on it on the 3D print job in a while. And when I came down, nothing was on the bed of the printer, and inside the enclosure I found various parts of the filament. And I'm not really sure, we had a, oops, I dropped some. So we had like this, then I have this, so you can see the beginnings of the mermaid tail. But it was just like all over the place. So I came down, I stopped it obviously, which really stinks because it was like 50% of the way done. So that's a lot of wasted filament and a lot of wasted time. Wow, so look, doesn't always go perfect. So I adjusted the bed temperature. I put it a little higher than I normally had done on that last print job. So here we go again. We'll see if that works. Wow, 57% done. I was like over halfway finished. Start all over, but that's how it is, you know. And this is not a perfect process. Every time it's a little bit different. So we'll just go from there. But you can see we were getting there before it all went bad. We had that mermaid tail, so like that's the bottom. We had that look. We'll get there. All right, stay tuned. Take number 2. Hopefully second time's a charm. Second time around of my cookie cutter printing went much better. So just to give you a frame of reference, I found this cookie cutter, which I thought was a mermaid tail at this cookie store, and it's the aluminum kind. But then later I determined it's actually a whale. But you can make it work. You can flatten this bottom part out and it looks like a mermaid tail. So anyway, I wanted to show you that, to show you what the 3D printed mermaid tail looks like. Oh, cute. And at first when I saw it, I thought, wow, that's kind of small. But really, I can't do this. It's not that much smaller really than the whale. So I think it's gonna work. It's about 2 inches. In my program, I can make it a little bit bigger, but I'm just gonna go with this one. So second time around, I'm not really sure what happened other than I just changed the temperature of the bed that the cookie cutter rested on, and it seemed to do fine. Oh, and I also went and got my hair cut, so that's probably why it looks better now. But I got to looking at my cookie cutter collection, and I do have a lot of 3D printed cookie cutters, like this number 1. Of course, Batman. I did a Harry Potter themed birthday cookie party, and it was my 9 3/4. This one I got a long time ago. I think this was my first ever 3D printed cookie cutter that I ever bought. And I got it for my daughter's birthday when she wanted a unicorn. So it's like a little unicorn cake sitting on a cake stand, and it was adorable. Such a cute cookie. But anyway, and if you notice, they're all, you know, different colors. They're not the silver. So if you see a silver color, you know, this is just a regular aluminum cookie cutter. You see that they're different colors, then you know, oh, that's a 3D printed. So anyway, I'm super excited. I'll try to post pictures of the cookies on this video after I'm done making them. It'll be a few days, but I'm thrilled. I'm really excited. I have one more cookie cutter I need to print, and it's for another cookie order that I have this weekend. It's a diamond and a diamond ring, and it's for a wedding shower cookies. So anyway, I'm really excited about that. I'm gonna go get on that here in a minute. But you know, this is probably a mid-range 3D printer that we have right now. I've seen them for like at Joann's or Michael's. They sell them for cheaper, and you can go way expensive. Just depends on what you're looking for, what you're going to be using it for. If I were going to purchase one to use just myself, I would probably get a lower end one, simply because I'm just printing cookie cutters, so I don't need it to be like super duper fancy. But if you want to do a lot more, I don't know, really the sky's the limit on these things. So but like I said, ours is more of a mid-range. It's called an Ender Pro 3 is the brand. It was just loaned to us, and we're having a ball using it. So if that's something that interests you, you might look into it, do a little bit of research, and see what you think. So anyway, friend, I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for some more pictures of the cookies once I get them baked and decorated. And if you haven't had a chance yet, subscribe, click that little bell so you get notified when we do new videos, and give this video a thumbs up. And comment below, have you tried 3D printing anything? I think it's really cool. I'm very excited. It's a new technology for me, at least. All right, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and from my Cake Studio to you at home there, have a wonderful day.